Opened in 2001, it lies on the same site and retains the name of the city's beloved former stadium. We're here at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And off we go from Denver. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. He's got a lane up past the 30. I don't think they're going to catch him. Touchdown! He takes the kick all the way back for 6. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. Marvin Mims now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Opening play, and Bo will throw. That finds Vele, complete. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Xavier Woods up to make the tackle. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
At the 29-yard line.
Play action with Nix. Escapes. And here we go. Right away, we've got a loose ball. And they pick it up. Time to push for that marker. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession.
Yeah, and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads prevailed and got him the ball back.
And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st. Markers reset, ball at the 37. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Josie Jewell making that stop. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
At the 38-yard line.
Here we go.
Changing things up, they're going to throw now. Got a man, it's Marvin Mims. There he goes on the right side. All the way, touchdown Denver. The Broncos finish off their opening drive. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when he could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. From his own end zone, here we go. He stopped on the return at the 27.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Ready.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Well, this is a headache-inducing run for a defensive coach. I could just imagine that staff both upstairs and down on the field watching the kick, because now, well, they don't have to just worry about this guy catching his receiver. Now they know he can be a weapon in the ground game, too.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a 1st down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass. Well, they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
Throw left side, complete. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. So on fourth down now, the Panthers calling an All-Pro several times over. It's Johnny Hecker for the punt. And he's brought down before the return gets far. 45 yards on the punt there. And the Broncos get set to take over.
Let's go.
They motion the tight end over. Throwing on first down, Nix. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
That one's cut along the left sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Give him 32 on the play. And the Broncos will have a first down.
Go!
From the gun, a carry by Williams. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a second-quarter lead. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Down.
Young working from the gun. Gosh, this is Xavier Leggett. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. The Panthers trailing in the early going. 1st and 10 from the 41.
Set, hut.
Shotgun snap now to Young. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Hut, hut.
On 2nd and 10, Young finds Sanders. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
On the move, past the 40. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
Jack right.
Panthers moving quickly, trying to get set at the line. Sticking to the air, it's Young. Catch made by Chuba Hubbard. And he's brought down for a loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Gets this to Sanders. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Let's go.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Running with Hubbard out of the gun. Dives for the end zone, and he makes it. Touchdown! The Panthers cut it to just a point before halftime. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. Well, Brock, you found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. On the return, here's Mims. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Brought in by Vele. And he'll get it up to the 44. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Second half starts with a run by Williams. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Broncos will have a first down. Nix from the gun. Off the mark there, incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's second down coming up. Give to Williams from the gun. And it's a 3-yard gain through the traffic. That stop made by Derek Brown. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap to Nix. Brought in right side. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first. Draw play. This is Williams. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
The trajectory of that ball changes while it's in flight. I'll tell you this, Kate, on shorter throws, these receivers are so good to adjust, can still bring it in. But over a long distance, a tip like that alters the course of the ball. It sure makes it tough to adjust in time.
Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 4th and long. Bertolet able to knock it through. And they've taken back the lead.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Chooses to bring this one out. This return makes it up to the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Out of the gun, Young. He finds Sanders. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run, the great tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
Trying to find his tight end. And now they face second down.
Ready, ready. Hey, checkmate. Set.
Young on the play action. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Pat Surtain has it. And the Broncos bring it all the way back inside the red zone before he's finally hauled down.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
And as that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the third quarter. This is the end of the third quarter. It's the Broncos with the ball, trying to close out what would currently be a win. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Go!
Here's Nix to throw. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Broncos parlay the interception into points. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos make it a 10-point ball game. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30.
Okay, break.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Come on, set. Ready?
Trying again following the sack. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Pat Surtain has it.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
It's a gain of 12 there. And the Broncos will have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Another run for Williams. And he's brought down for a loss. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Broncos with a 10-point advantage. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Quick slant caught by Sutton. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
On third down, here's Williams. And the struggles continue for him tonight. He's only able to get back to the line. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Broncos looking at a punt on fourth down, and Riley Dixon on to handle that. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. And that's well into the end zone, so a missed chance to stick them near the goal line. Instead, they're going to have the ball at the 20. They're out and set, first and 10.
Down. Set. Up.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. That's complete to Leggett. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Panthers moving quickly, trying to get set at the line.
Set.
To the air on first down, Young. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
Trying to push it deep, and that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Broncos get it back after making their third first-half interception.